They served their country and paid the ultimate price. Now, a proposed new law aims to avoid the missteps that have happened to military families dealing with their loved one's death. The new law would put a service member in charge of shepherding the remains. New at 610 News military reporter Bob Lawrence found out why, though some think that might be an unfair burden.
Under the proposed law, those who have made the ultimate sacrifice overseas will be escorted from battlefield to grave by someone in uniform. But some are saying, not so fast. Dover Air Force Base in Maryland is the main mortuary for those killed overseas. But workers there said some identified remains were tossed into landfills, and Arlington National Cemetery had misidentified grave markers. All of that is what's prompting a change in the law.
You never really think it's going to be you.
Kathy Prout's husband, James, was killed in a plane crash in 1995. Ever since then, she's thrown herself into working to help other survivors. But the new law would require service members to escort remains and be accountable and possibly punished if something goes wrong. Something she feels isn't fair.
And their career's going to be ended because they were trying to do a good deed. That's not right.
Her friend Sparks Moeller lost her husband, Robert, and knows firsthand that burials aren't always expedited.
It took my husband, and he was retired, but it took 4 months for him to be buried there at Arlington.
Both their husbands died in the States, so the new law would not apply to them. But their biggest worry is if that service member who is assigned to the family is deployed or transferred.
That all the information gets passed from one person to the next person, and they're not leaving the family in the lurch.
If the bill becomes law, then military will have to issue regulations within 60 days of its passage. Bob Lawrence, 10 News, Miramar.
Now, the bill, which is essentially a formal chain of custody, has been passed by the House. The Senate is now due to take up that measure.